Hello, my friends. As usual, I pulled a couple of cards to get us started. And we have New Life, number 39, and Serendipity, number 18. All right. I'm going to start with 18, just because, it comes first. Serendipity, essential meaning, opportunity allied with readiness, the awareness of synchronicity, luck and good fortune appearing as signs and symbols, a magical alignment of events. The Oracle's message. You've stepped into alignment with the greater good, where your dreams and the collective dream resonate in exquisite harmony. Now is the time for luck and preparation to meet and create miracles that you could never have planned all by yourself. Keep in mind that you are a channel for providence right now, as a higher energy uses you as a force on behalf of the whole world. Your fortune becomes everyone's fortune. Everything you bring into being now will leave a wondrous legacy for others in the future. Your service to the world is being supported at this time. Expect the unexpected. And smile, for Spirit loves you so very much. All right, New Life. Number 39. Essential meanings. Birth of new ideas, growth, opportunities, a breath of fresh air, life renewing itself. The Oracle's message. When spring awakens the world, joy and excitement can be felt all around and in your very core. Blossoms burst from trees overnight. Birds return home and sing their glorious song. And nature is full of promise. Miracles beckon all of us. This is one of those times in your life when new ideas inspire you and new opportunities bring you hope for seeing your dreams come true. All is well in your world, and you have the energy you need to feel renewed. Allow your heart to fill with enthusiasm. Let your light shine, for this is a time of good fortune. Well, those were very similar. All right. Next, we have the wolf and the panther. All right, wolf is earth. Panther is fire, I believe. Here we go. The wolf, guardian of family and tribe, activism, ritual. The wolf's mission is to uphold the well-being and longevity of the pack. Healthy wolf energy expresses itself through activism, mentorship, humanitarian efforts, or teaching, religious or political studies. The wolf gets into trouble when it assumes every member of the tribe must follow suit. This includes children walking in their parents' footsteps. Although it will surely be uncomfortable at first, practicing tolerance helps balance out agitated wolf energy. Contemplate the following. Embrace all, exclude none. When in balance, reliable, democratic, fearless. When out of balance, judgmental and dominating. To bring into balance, practice letting go. I can't believe you have the panther next to that. All right. The panther, annihilation of the unnecessary, purging. The panther won't stand to see our growth or energy stagnate. Instead, it pounces into our lives and causes all kinds of havoc, with the ultimate intention of bringing us toward more fulfilling lives. It's unexpected, uncomfortable, and sometimes feels devastating. But after all the dust clears, it's easy to see the panther's wisdom at work. We've all been through these experiences, and they've made us better people. Trust that the panther's journey always leads to a brighter place. When in balance, brave and productive. When out of balance, self-destructive. To bring into balance, get rid of the unnecessary. So very much the Tower card kind of energy. And both of these cards have a very different energy than the two Wisdom of the Oracle cards. But I think the Wisdom of the Oracle cards are talking about things that are coming your way that are out of your control. the wolf is what you can control, and it suggests that you are definitely being a bit too controlling. And the panther, that would be the equivalent of the Tower card, says it's all going to come toppling down. It is for the best, however, as uncomfortable as it may be. So that's what I'm getting from these cards so far. I don't know, it feels like a pretty complete reading. Okay, but let's see what else we can get for you. We'll do Way of the Panda Tarot. So at least they look whimsical, even if the messages are not quite as fun. All right, I did a reading earlier today, which featured the Devil in reverse. And here we have the Devil in reverse and the Four of Cups in reverse. That's interesting. Why are all your cards coming out in reverse? Okay, finally we got one that's not in reverse. The Chariot is upright. I can't tell for sure, but I'm trying to make sure these all fit in the frame. Okay, so the Devil in reverse. It seems you have some illusions, some beliefs. They're wildly inaccurate, as well as some bad habits, vices, and or addictions. And that does not surprise me given these two cards. But you are becoming, it's in reverse, so you are becoming aware of your delusional thinking. You're becoming aware that you have the control or the power, and in fact nobody else has the control or the power to change you. You can change you, and you can free yourself from the things that you think are binding you. It is entirely up to you, which may be a bit intimidating perhaps, or I keep wanting to say frustrating, which seems like an odd word choice, but maybe it works for you. All right. So, Four of Cups in reverse. In the upright, it is usually about disappointment, possibly boredom, a lack of gratitude. But it could, in reverse, we have exploring new aspects of existing relationships, possibly. Holding back emotionally, allowing others to express themselves. Maybe the willingness to try something new? I don't know. Four of Cups in the upright is also seen as meditation and gratitude practices. Perhaps the Four of Cups in reverse, you're finally beginning to see the fruit of some of those practices. Then we have Death in reverse. That's interesting. It could be a lot of stagnation is going on for you right now. But then you have the Chariot, which is most definitely upright. And the Chariot is the fastest moving card in the deck. So it's definitely at odds with the idea of stagnation. I may need to clarify those. All right. Okay. This is what came out. Tower. You've been holding back change as much as you possibly can. But it's coming. These are major arcana cards. That indicates that you do not have control of the situation. As in, you can't keep them from happening. You can fight them. It looks like that's what you have been doing with death in reverse. You've been trying not to change, but change is coming. You see that from the Chariot and the Tower. So when you fight change, when you resist change, when you become stagnant and stuck for too long, then the Tower comes along. That means the divine steps in and shakes everything apart. I think you're too late to try and have a graceful exit from the Tower, given the other cards that I've seen. It looks like you've made a start with the Devil in reverse, but you probably only made internal changes and no external changes. The external changes have to happen too. In fact, once you make enough internal changes, you really can't. You won't even want to stop them. But I guess you're not there yet. Anything else that my collective needs to know? You're probably feeling a bit worn out by all of this. However, it looks like the future is promising. Or perhaps that's simply your desire. The Ten of Cups is the ideal family life. So great relationships, wonderful home, wonderful family, happiness, abundance in all its forms. The life of your dreams, or better. But for now, we have Temperance to help you with your bad habits, vices, and addictions. And you have the Four of Cups in reverse above the Four of Wands in the upright. So the Four of Wands is a long-term situation. It would be a long-term commitment, such as a marriage, but it can just be your family and community as well. Or I shouldn't say just. It can also be your family and community as well. But you do remember that underneath the Tower card, we have the Panther. I did not really intend to put it there. It's just that I was trying to figure out what was going on with death in reverse. And what's going on is that you held it back for too long, and now it's coming down the hard way. All right. So you have Temperance here to help you with your addictions, because if Temperance hadn't come out, then I would not have guessed addictions, but it did. Let's see if we can find out something about what is this. So far it's kind of vague. I mean, what is bringing all this about? What is bringing all this change about? Or Two of Swords. Well, that's obvious. ask a stupid question. Stagnation, which we already knew from Death in Reverse. Okay. What area of your life should you be focusing on now? Okay, everybody jumps out. Eight of Pentacles, honing your craft. Whatever skills you have, you need to work on really refining them, developing them further. And reciprocity, so fairness, possibly getting professional help. Six of Pentacles can represent, whatever professional help it is you need. So whether it's legal or health or mental health or, I don't know, anything that you might need professional help with, financial, I don't know. Whatever is going on in your life that might cause you to need professional help. Maybe I can find out something. It looks like refining your skills, so possibly career or work situation. Knight of Cups in reverse. So the Knight of Cups in the upright tends to be a dreamer, but not a doer. You might rush in and make all kinds of promises, love bombing, but not big on follow through. However, it's in reverse, so perhaps this is you learning to either not make the promises or begin to follow through. Or maybe just gaining some clarity. I don't know. Ace of Swords is in reverse, so usually that's an aha moment, some sort of clarity, sudden insight, but you've got it in reverse. All right, let's clarify that. Clarify the Ace of Swords. Seems you need a spiritual mentor or guide of some sort, and or you need to break free of conventional thinking, the status quo, which given the Tower card and the Panther card, it looks like you don't really have a choice on that. Status quo is going away. Ten of Swords, yeah. An ending, a painful ending. Not surprising. It's, what's underneath this? Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is feeling beat up by life in general, which, if you're going through a tower, I'm not surprised you're feeling beat up. Oh, wow. Now we have Death in the upright. So yes, the change is coming. You may have delayed it for a time, but you can't keep it from happening forever. Especially if it's something that the divine has decreed will happen. Or if you believe in soul contracts, then you may very well have made this agreement before you were born. Yeah, this is interesting. So you got Ace of Swords in reverse, a lack of clarity, a lack of insight. And now we have Seven of Cups, which means It can be illusions. It's definitely foggy thinking, difficulty making choices, too many choices, a lot of confusion. In regard to what? What is all this confusion about? What would help my viewer? What would it help my viewers to know, to consider? Oh. The Seven of Swords, the card of sneakery. Lies, betrayal. Who has been lying and betraying? Or what situation? That doesn't make sense. Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is about working on yourself alone. Perhaps you're seeing through your own lies and betrayal. Or you've been betraying yourself, which people do that. Oh yeah, yep, here we go. You are seeing through your own self-destructive behavior. It seems to me that usually people lie to themselves more than they lie to anyone else. And that is certainly... Oh, wow. No wonder you're going through a tower. You've got the Seven of Swords on one side, the Five of Swords on the other side, and here you are in the middle, working on yourself, figuring yourself out. Well, it's certainly a challenging time for you. Any advice going forward? This time you got the Chariot in reverse. Perhaps slow down. Haha, here we go. Meditation. There you go. There's your advice. So keep doing that solo work on yourself. It's, I know it's difficult and painful to face your own weaknesses, your own shadows, the things about yourself that you don't like. But the only way you can stop sabotaging yourself is to identify your problems and deal with them. And it is a slow process. You can't expect it to go quickly. And I think that's about it for now. Take your time. It looks like you have a lot of healing ahead of you. But you've made good progress, so, you know. Here we go. I'm going to put these down here. There we go. Work on yourself. Take your time. Meditate. You'll get there. Persistence. Good luck.